Hello guys, I have got such a treat for you guys today, and a treat for me because I'm really excited about this one. But before we get on to the exciting thing, could I ask if you press the like button, which is there or there depending on what you're watching on, and press the subscribe button if you haven't already. It really makes a big difference to us in the YouTube algorithm things. Massive difference, and it means we can make better content for you guys, and that's good. Also, if you feel like it, leave a nice comment, because you're going to want to comment on the thing that's over there that you can't see yet. And share the video with other people, because other people want to see this thing. I can't promise the review will be any good, but the vehicle is amazing. I know, right? I found one of James's shirts. Now I'm doing this thing properly. And this, look at this. This is, or I should say this was, a Ford 65 pickup. And obviously, it's American. It is amazingly cool. And I bet that you guys have noticed that massive air scoop cut into the bonnet, which gives you some idea that this might not be a standard pickup truck. And there, my friends, you would be right. This is not standard at all. This is the body, but it's been put onto an American-built custom drag chassis built by a firm called Morrison's, not the supermarket. So the big question for everybody is, what's actually under the hood? No, it's American, so it's a hood. Well, yeah, right. That's surprisingly easy. Oh, that doesn't stay up. Fine. We're going to do this casual-like for the rest of this. In here we have a 6.5 litre V8, which is just bonkers. This is the kind of size of vehicle that demands an engine of this size, because it takes up most of the engine bay. What a beast! So this beast of an engine developed around 465 bhp when it was last dynoed, but since then it's had a new gearbox with a new shifter put into it, and so we have no idea what difference that's going to make to how this works. Regardless to say, it puts out a silly amount of power, especially for, well, what this truck should have. And it just screams power. That angry looking air scoop, everything a bit shiny and cool. And you're like, oh, this is going to be special. It really is special. Look at that. Oh, it's cool. This thing screams America from the 1960s. This pale blue paint job that's been deliberately weathered slightly, which I must point out the new owner isn't a fan of. This amazing chrome on the front, the chrome bumpers, the white wall tyres. Oh, it's just, it all works so amazingly well together. It's just beautiful, and it's again, it's from that time where everything was kind of sculpted to look big and powerful and beautiful, and kind of, it's the aerodynamic styling that isn't really aerodynamic. And coming back to here, this vehicle is hugely practical. Look at all this space. I've slept in beds smaller than this. I've visited people at university who have rooms smaller than this. Wow, you could take anything in this. So I lied. The cargo capacity on this is somewhat limited. This isn't an original truck anymore, I suppose, and that shows. So we've taken the cover off, which makes it look like a regular truck, which then brings us to this access hatch here where we can get to the rear diff, which also shows us the chassis rails are now these bits here, and the other side. The rest of it, lower down, well, that's just body panels now to make it look normal. This really is quite a different vehicle now, and looking down that way, it's a very, very different chassis. In fact, the most notable part you can see are the exhausts coming off it. This really has been made just to go in a straight line quite fast. Yeah, that's a little bit different to what I was expecting looking in there. What a place to be. This is the most American I've felt ever, including when I was in America. This is how you expect your stereotypical American vehicle to be. Bench seat, which is more comfortable than my couch. And this amazing dash. with this beautiful stickered mural, I think we'll call it. I'm not really sure what else to call it. Design. It's an interesting design. It's cool. It's very American. It's designed to look American, I suppose. And there's an amazing control system with these wonderful pull-out buttons. Everything's pull-out and wonderful. The lights are pull-out. The wipers are a nice twisty thing. Lovely choke. You don't need more than this. You don't need fancy toggle switches and dials and plasticky things. You need chrome and simple controls. This is how it should be. The steering wheel is definitely an aftermarket edition. That doesn't look very original. Saying GT Grant on it also. Probably not an original part of the vehicle, but yeah, size-wise it's fine. It doesn't detract from anything, but I love it in here. It's just cool. Apparently we're also doing 30 miles an hour. I'm going to wager that the speedo doesn't work. Now, obviously this truck is still a work in progress. The roof lining here still needs a little bit of adjustment and maybe something rather than just the cardboard being put onto it. And the Hurst shifter here also needs finishing. For instance, the cover goes on. We'll just put that back. But that's fine, we can see the inner workings of it, and that adds to the feel of this vehicle. So this is here at my friend's because it's had a new automatic gearbox put into it. But that's to work with this. So it's a automatic gearbox which is no longer automatic. So it's a manual automatic gearbox? Yeah. The system works interestingly on like a race car because it's designed for drag racing. This is a custom built drag machine. So the shifter is meant to work on the automatic system. So it's a quicker gear shift. It's had a thunk and the gear's gone rather than a there we go. I haven't actually ever used one of these before, and I'm told that when you get your head around it, it's really easy. Then the other little addition that you don't normally have is the big gauge here, which is a rev counter. The other notable thing in here is the lack of any way to get out. Once you're in, you're stuck in the vehicle forever until you wind down the window, put your arm outside, and open from the outside. But I think that's part of the charm of this. And then here, this little box has an air ride, because we can slam this down and then we can be cool with all the kids, or we can actually pick it up so you can drive it like a normal vehicle. But that is actually cool, and watching what it can do to the truck is, well, cool. So, I think we should take this out. That was just the absolute oh, wow! This car, this pickup is just the most mental thing I have ever driven. The noise and the sense of power is just incredible. It's so much, I do not have the words in my dictionary to be able to say just how amazing it is. I can't. I'm failing as a reviewer here to be able to successfully review the sensation. I think it's like how the Power Rangers feel when they get into the Megazord. It's that kind of feel of power. It's just wow. Downside, ride quality. Yeah, that's I don't think the ride quality actually exists. It's quite rough. It's quite fancy. It's designed for a straight line and a bit of road like this it's not really designed for back roads. You can feel it, it just doesn't like it at all. Other downside, brakes. Brakes are not good. Also, it's a left foot braking. As it's automatic, the brake pedal has been moved right over for my left foot. And it is a very, very strong left foot braking that's required on this. One has to be quite firm and tell the brake pedal and the car that it is going to stop. And it will. But one does have to be quite firm. There's quite a lot of things that knock around in here and rattle. It's certainly not a tranquil place to be. But it is amazing. This is a vehicle that I would have. Now, the driving position, despite the fact I'm on the wrong side of the vehicle, it's alright. I've got some visibility down here. My wing mirrors on my side are again the compact size, which give me a tiny indication of what's behind me. The ones on the other side I can see absolutely nothing out of, so that side of the truck is just a mystery to me. There is the window behind me though, which gives me very good visibility behind. But that's good. I like that. That is pretty good. Just the main thing that I can see next to the supersized rev counter in front of me is the ridiculously big air ram that just dominates my vision and makes me go, yes. Oh man, the noise is just incredible. I have never driven something that makes this kind of noise. It's just, I understand why the Americans love this so much. It makes total sense now. God bless the United States of America if this is the kind of thing that they come up with. There's no refinement on this at all. It's about as far away as you can get from, well, anything that I've ever driven. Everything else I've driven's kind of got a precision speed, a precision feel to it. This is just power. This is the kind of vehicle that Jeremy Clarkson wets himself thinking about. It's just straight power and going for it. The sensation of driving a left-hand drive car through an area that I'm very familiar with, it's quite strange. I've adapted it quite well. I've driven left-hand drive stuff before, but never over here. And on these little Suffolk country roads, this is a remarkably big vehicle. Like, silly big vehicle. Like, comparatively to driving my 106, I'm basically in the back seat of the 106. It is massive. There's so much car behind me. Just silly big car. But it's American, I suppose that's what it's all about. It's having a big, big vehicle. What a beast. What an absolute beast. Quality has notably improved. Now we're on to an A road. And I kind of fear hitting the back roads again because undulating. Now, actually handling and steering, well, on the move, yeah, that's fine. It more or less goes where you point it to. I'm sure that if I put the power down, it would just cannonball off in a straight line rather than where you want it to. Trying to manoeuvre it earlier to do some drive-bys, boy, It does not like sharp corners. You can feel it slipping and skipping from the front end as that back end just tells it, no, no, we're going this way. There's so much power at the back end just pulling away out that junction. Front tyres squeal. So they push sideways. They don't want to deal with this. They don't want to deal with going around corners. They just want to go straight. And the noise combined with that power, I would not daily this. I'm telling you right now, this is not a suitable daily car. But it is the car that you take around town. Everybody looks. Everywhere we go, everybody looks at this. Absolutely everybody has a look. Everyone smiles, you get a wave. Yeah, it gets the attention. It is not subtle in any shape or form. It's the kind of vehicle that makes the fire engines look subtle and quiet. It's also the kind of car that I'm discovering that I wouldn't want to take very far, because as lovely as the noise is, it's getting quite loud, and it's still quite loud. Even doing less than 50 miles an hour down the A140, I'm using it, we're at like 2,000 revs, doing nothing. And this is about as quiet as it gets. So we're actually really fortunate to be able to have a look at this and have a go at it, because one of the owner's plans for this is that he's going to take the engine out and break it. Rather than continue using it, take it on, he's had a change of heart, so it might not actually be around that long. How amazingly lucky and fortuitous I happen to be in the right place at the right time to be able to have a go at this. Idea what the fuel efficiency of this thing is, but we've done 10-15 miles. We did have a quarter of a tank, and we're now below an eighth of a tank. Although the gauge is doing that, but it's thirsty. It's certainly thirsty. Oh, it's so much fun though. If there wasn't any other traffic, I think it'd be a lot more fun. You know, like a drag strip. It's almost like it was custom built to go on a drag strip or something. Steep corner, all the effort down onto the left foot of the brake, all the effort. That's the car. Shift down the gears. Round the corner we go. It's brutal. It's unbelievably brutal. I've never felt this sensation out of anything. It's just unbelievable. It's just completely and utterly unbelievable. I would definitely have one of these. There's room for one of these definitely in my collection, that's for sure. It's so antisocial. I've never... Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, it's back onto the B roads and onto a ride that's not particularly comfortable anymore. There needs to be more of things like this in the UK. And more people need to experience something like this. Because it is just such a sensation. So proper gives you the fizz. And I can feel it in my tummy, and I don't know if that's excitement or fear. It's one of the two. It's just the kind of car that you want for a dinner party. Your friends come over and see it on your driveway, take them out for a quick spin round. Do that. Go in, have a dinner party, talk about how cool it is. That's all it's here for. I mean, I would truly, truly love to see it on a drag strip. That would be amazing, to actually see it do what it's meant to do. The noise would just be... I haven't even put this anywhere near where it's meant to go because I'm scared. I'm proper scared of it. If this was not a bone dry day, this review would not be happening. I do not think it would go, even at 5 miles an hour, I don't think it would go around a bend. This is the car I feel wants to kill me most out of anything. I can't. It is evil, this. It's actually, that is the best way to describe this vehicle. It is evil. That is a black heart beating in there. A black, evil heart. And that will take everyone. Doesn't matter if woman, child, you're all the same to it. It will kill you. And it's amazing and I love it for it. So, I'm going to say thank you guys for watching. I'm going to carry on and just keep making some noise. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you later.